Hello students, welcome to Nanana Live classes. Today we discuss assignment number 4 of 10th class based on the topic paper 2 creative writing. Our first question is with regard to the Children's Day celebration in your school. As a school pupil leader, you are asked to deliver a speech on child rights. Hence, prepare a speech script on child rights using the hints given below. So this is the question. Now what we have to do? We have to write a speech. Now what are the hints they have given below? Let us see. So you need to cover all the points given as hints. See, child under 18 years, age of 18 years. Now parents' primary responsibility for the upbringing and development of the child. This is our second point, and the third point is state, respect and ensure the rights of the child. Next is child has the right to express its view freely, has a right to be heard and form association. So this is the fourth point you need to cover. Now 40% of Indian population comprises children. This is the fifth point. Right to good education and go to school. This is the final point you need to cover. Okay, it's very easy when hints are given like this. Right? Now next or. What is the next or question? See, to work avoidable blindness free Telangana. The government has decided to take up universal eye screening by covering the entire population of the state under the name Kanti Vedugu. Now your school has decided to join hands with the government in promoting this program. As a cultural secretary of your school, prepare a speech script to be delivered in your school on the awareness of the program in view of keeping our eyes away from eye disorders and protecting our eyes. So this is a speech you have to write. Okay. Now, what is a speech? What is the format of speech? Let us see. What is a speech? The expression of or the ability to express thoughts and feelings by articulate sounds is speech. Right, students? Next is format to write a speech. Now what is a format to write a speech? See, formal addressing of the audience. Formal addressing of the audience is my first point. Second point, self-introduction. If I am giving a speech, I should give my introduction. That is called self-introduction, right? So this is second point is self-introduction. The third point is content. Content is very important, right? Next is in content you need to focus on general purpose, specific purpose, central idea, message to the society, conclusion, thanksgiving. So these are the points you need to cover in your speech. Once again, let us go with formal addressing of the audience. Second one is self-introduction. The third one is content. Fourth one is general purpose. Fifth one is specific purpose. Sixth one is central idea. Sixth one is message to the society. Seventh one is conclusion. And eighth one is the thanksgiving. So these are the points to be covered in the speech. Now we will see the next one. Now, format of a speech. Now, what you cover in formal addressing of the audience. So, I prepared one. You can pick your own things which you feel very easy and attractive, right? That is, Your Excellence, the chairperson of the institute, other distinguished guests, and my dear young friends. So, this is my introduction. This is my formal addressing to the audience. What I prepared? See, Your Excellency, the chairperson of the institute, other distinguished guests, and dear young friends. Right? So, this is my first intro. The second, self and topic introduction should be here. Okay, name and designation and introduction of the topic. Today I would like to share with you the topic you need to introduce, right? Next. Content, general purpose, discuss your main idea. If it is child rights, discuss main idea. If it is Kanti Velugu, discuss the main idea, right? Next, specific purpose. Now, what is the specific purpose? You identify, extract and write. Now, what should you write? In what way you have to write? Facts about the topic, causes, consequences and effects of the issue. Next, include subtopics along with main points. Right? Next, data and examples, real input. Make sure your main ideas, main points are related to each other. So, this is specific purpose, this is general purpose. Once again, I will read the specific purpose. Facts about the topic, like consequences, causes, consequences and effects of the issue. Now, include sub-points along with main points, data and examples, real inputs. Make sure your main ideas are related to each other. Next one, after general specific ideas, we should go for central idea. Now, central idea is thesis statement for your. Next is message to the society, giving suggestions. In this you have to give suggestions. Thesis statement means important about the topic, right? Next, conclusion. Sum up all your key points with your ideas. This is very important. Whenever a major discourse is concluded or sum up, then you have to give your ideas. Okay? Next, thanks giving to the audience. Thank you all for being so generous to listen to my views so attentively and patiently. So, this I prepared. You can pick your own. Next, see assessment indicators for speech. Contextual relevance. Next is organization of ideas. Next is use of argumentative, persuasive and interactive language. Use of discourse markers. Next, citation of examples, quotations, etc. Next, coherence, presenting a point of view, using well-formed constructions, using proper word form, maintaining conventions of writing. So, these are the assessment indicators for speech. So, with this, we have completed our today's assignment. Meet you in the next. Thank you all.